I'm a big fan of healthy recipes that taste good. So today we're going to make some oatmeal encrusted chicken. I'm starting off with 4 chicken breasts that I am trimming down, and then I'm going to chop into little strips. They don't need to be really big. My family likes the size they can dip. And we always like food we don't have to use a fork to eat. Alright, so we're going to cut them into strips, put them in a bowl. Alright, so once we have cut our chicken into the strips that we are looking for, we are going to take 3/4 of a cup of Dijon mustard, and you can use any brand, it doesn't matter. This is one of those things that makes it'll make the oatmeal stick to the outside of the chicken without adding a lot of fat in the way that milk and eggs does. So I'm going to coat all of the chicken with the honey mustard. Then we're going to make our oatmeal crust. So we're going to set that aside. I have 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. They're not the quick cooking, it's the old-fashioned kind. I have 2 tablespoons of chili powder. I have 2 teaspoons of salt. And then I have a tablespoon of cumin. You can use whatever spice combination you like. When I'm not feeding my children, we use a little cayenne pepper because my husband prefers it spicy. But tonight this is dinner for the whole fam. So, little chili powder, little salt to bring out the chili powder flavor, and then cumin because I really like the way it tastes. Alright, so once that is all put together, now we're going to go back and dip our chicken in our oatmeal. So I've lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper. If you don't have any parchment paper, you can just do a quick spray with Pam. You just don't want the chicken to stick to the pan. It gets real sticky to try to get it off. So we're going to take one of our pieces of chicken and roll it around in the oatmeal. You'll remember we use one hand for wet and one hand for dry. So and then we just put it on the cookie sheet. These are going to bake when we are finally finished in a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes total, about 15 on each side, because then we're going to flip them to make sure that both sides get golden brown. And if you want to do more than one strip at a time, you can. Sometimes that's easier, sometimes it creates more issues as they try to stick together. So I finished rolling all of our chicken into our oatmeal. There are a couple of things to note. It doesn't matter how close you put these together, as long as they're not piled up on top of each other, as long as they're in just a single layer on the sheet. They will cook evenly. The second thing is, a lot of people I know shy away from Dijon mustard because it's got that mustardy taste and it's kind of bitter and they don't like it. With this recipe, you don't even taste the mustard. It's merely there as a coating. It bakes away. The taste isn't even there. My kids love this, and I have one who hates mustard and will not eat it in any form. So we're going to put this in the oven now. It's a 400-degree oven. We're going to set the timer for 15 minutes, come back, flip over every piece, and cook them for another 15 minutes. So it's been 15 minutes with our chicken, and we've taken it out of the oven. Now all I'm going to do is flip all of the pieces. And I do it in an order so that I remember which ones have been flipped and which ones have not. And then we're just going to slide this back in the oven and cook for another 15 minutes. And then we get to have yummy chicken for dinner. We're going to put these back in the oven. So one of the things with chicken is you never want to serve it raw. So after the timer has gone off, we'll take the largest piece or the thickest piece. Right now it's this one. Hold on to it, cut into the middle, and make sure that it is cooked all the way through. And these are just slightly pink. So we're gonna put these on for another 5 minutes just to make sure that it is all cooked. So we put our chicken in for another 5 minutes and now it's ready to go. I'm gonna take another large piece, it's really thick, and cut in the middle just to make sure. Some space over here. And there you go, it's cooked all the way through. Now it's time to eat.